Hello and welcome. Right, this is a very spontaneous, unplanned live stream. I've just got back in on time, completely by mistake, and we have a countdown to the Bricklink Designer Program Series 7. Now, this is a really awkward time in the UK, which is only 3:30. I know it's early morning in the States as well, so this is more than likely going to be a replay live than actually talking to anybody. But if you are catching this on the replay, let me know what it is you have got or you are hoping to get, depending on when you catch up with this. Now, we covered all of this last night, little bits and pieces last night. This is why I did it last night, because I was not expecting to be in today. So, Bricklink kicks off in less than 30 minutes. So you've got 27 minutes until these 5 sets go live. I am going to be with you for the first half hour. Then I'll be with it for the first 15 minutes just to see what it's all about. And then I'll go back live again later on and catch up with everybody when they're back from work and see exactly what is going on. So this is only going to be a 45-minute live stream, I would imagine, maximum, I would think, because it could get quite fruity. So I thought for the next half hour, we can have a chit chat about different Lego bits and pieces and see what's what. Good afternoon, One Brick Stud. Hopefully you are okay. So basically, there's a poll running, as there always is. Quite simple. Are you going to get anything from Series 7? Yes, no. At the moment, we are 100% for no. Now, last night, I was all in on the sushi restaurant, but I think I've changed my mind. So I think I'm going to spend my money elsewhere on different projects that I've got going on within this Lego room. So I think it's going to be a pass from me for Series 7 as well. And I do believe, if I have done my research correctly, this series is the first series that does not include the 35 countries that got kicked out of the Bricklink Designer programs. I didn't realize, and I think I've read this correctly, that there's certain regions that can't buy these sets. So these now are no longer a worldwide distribution. If I've read that correctly, because I was taking part in a live stream chit chat earlier on, and over India way, they can't get these 5 sets at all, where I think they used to. And I think Asia and places like that as well. So I can't find it in the T's and C's. So if you are watching this on the replay, let me know where you're from and if you have actually got access to these. Because when they shut down Bricklink itself, I still thought, because the purchasing of these went through the Lego website, I still thought the Bricklink series that were running were available for everybody worldwide. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So this might be in people's favor. It might be a little bit easier for people to get hold of these. So this is literally just a countdown until this goes live. And then I want to see on the hour at 4 o'clock in the UK exactly what it's all about with regards to how it works. We are supposed to be limited to 30,000. In the comments last night, it was they've got 150,000 units and they will sort of chop and change between them. So if one of them takes off and one of them doesn't very well, then one of them will do 45,000, for example, and less on the other. So is anybody in for anything? Is anybody looking forward to anything? Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. One Brick Stud, hopefully you are okay. So, yeah, very, very awkward time, a very, very spontaneous live stream, not actually planned whatsoever. So that's why I did what I did last night. And then I was going to do another one later on tonight and just catch up with everything. But I'm here and I do want to see how it's going to work for this crowdfunder. Because in the past, there was a bar that went across. Now the bar disappeared. There's always been different times for you to be able to get it. So I want to know exactly how it's worded. And we'll know that in 24 minutes. So this is the one that I think is going to be, this is one that I really, really like this one. But I think because of when they bill you and everything else and the sets that might be coming out around that time, and it's also going to be linking right in close to the retiring date of different bits and pieces as well. I think it now might be a pass, I'm afraid. So I will enjoy these sets through other people, I do believe. So that'll be nice and exciting. But of course, if you are in the background and there is anything that you want to take a look at, just let me know. I'll just keep going through all of these photos just for the next sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. We'll go back over any of the details that I've missed. So I'll go through all the photos quickly as I am now. And then we'll go back on the sets in greater detail once notifications and things go out. But like I said, very, very awkward time in the UK to go live because either everybody's at work. It is also a half term in the UK, which means basically everybody else that isn't working is also on holiday. and I have just by fluke managed just to be sat here as I am now. So I shouldn't be here, but I am. So we will see what the future holds for people coming through. So with regards to the poll, chopping and changing. So yeah, we'll check that out in a little while. But yeah, there's got to be sets on the. I mean, these sets are gorgeous in this round. They are very, very different to what we were looking at last night, because of course we've been looking at series 10, 9, and 8, all completely different sort of feel to all of these with regards to how you've got the sushi restaurant, you've got the big boat, you've got all the other little bits and pieces. These have had bit of an upgrade with regards to the minifigures and things like that, which we will be covering again in a short while. Yes, there was work today, Ultra Bricks. I started very, very early this morning and had a cancellation and got back in at like 3 p.m. I was like, oh, the thing goes live at 4. Fair enough. So I've just run up here, got this setting sorted, and yeah, I thought, well, just do a countdown for just a 45-minute stream, nothing fancy, and then probably go again live later on, I would imagine. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But good afternoon, Ultra Bricks. Now, I know you're in for something, Ultra Bricks. What is it you would like to take a look at in closer detail, just so you can finally make your mind up before it goes live? But yeah, this is just a spontaneous one. So probably I'll go live again 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight for something, or I'll go back on again later just for a live build. So we'll figure it out. I either do a 6 till 8 or I do an 8 till 9:30. Not 100% sure yet, because this wasn't this, like I said, this one wasn't planned. So I sound a bit like a broken record, because that's why I did what I did last night. But at the same time, it allows you to sort of jump in to different bits and pieces and go from there. Now, if anybody can actually clarify for me that when the Bricklink Designer Program ended in the 35 countries, which I covered massively, and I've read all the bits and pieces around it and all that kind of stuff, at that time, I did not put 2 and 2 together that the shipping of these sets also wouldn't be available, because from what I can gather, they don't have access to the Bricklink Designer Program website. I've tried to go into the T's and C's of all the program. I have even Googled it, and I've asked it for a different region, and it does say that these sets are not available in certain regions. So I'm assuming that if that is correct, there's going to be 35 less countries being able to buy these this time round. So is it going to make things easier for things? Afternoon, people. Just home in time for the Bricklink Design Program. Yes, Reese. It's all seemed to have fallen into place. Yeah, so I read it when I was reading that. I was like, they've closed down the Bricklink Designer Program for parts and pieces. So they said they can't basically buy from abroad, they can't ship and all that kind of stuff, because they didn't have the network to be able, to do it. But when you process these sets, it goes through the Lego website. So I was like, oh no, it will still be fine for those countries. But if there's going to be 35 less countries, because this is the first time, isn't it? This is the first one since they sort of just booted everybody off Bricklink, and everybody's then had to go to Brick Owl and all that kind of stuff. And I've been looking at all of these going, yeah, it's all right for everybody. I made myself look like an absolute numpty earlier on, because there was somebody else that is a channel member on here was doing their own live stream. I was like, oh, anybody in for the Bricklink thing? They're like, no, we can't actually access them in India. I'm like, oh, I just thought it was minifigures and pieces, because if everybody was moving over to Brick Owl and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've learned something new today. So that means you've got all places like the list is outrageous of the 35 countries that aren't getting it. You've got places like Dubai, Greenland, India, Indonesia. You've got everywhere, all the way across the field, Turkey. You've got all sorts. And like, I don't get it. I do that is past me. So what I'm trying to get at is, if you are from a country and you can't get any of these sets, I wasn't aware until today. So all of the other live streams I've been doing about the Bricklink Design Program stuff and being all happy for everybody, obviously I'm very happy for the designers, kind of didn't mean to come across that way, because I feel like a bit of a prick, to be fair. I'm like, oh God, yeah, really? So we've got people in the chat talking about it, and there's me thinking, oh yeah, they can get them, and they can't. So yeah. There we go. Hello to Mark. Yeah, Reese. Oh, yeah, that's what I was told by somebody in another country today that they haven't got access to these. I don't know though if it is all 35, because it does just say it's selective. But yeah, there we go. So that's why I've just got to say that now. I didn't mean to over the last couple of live streams when all those other people were in from across the world, because we've got a big array of people from across the world that joins the channel, which is fantastic. And there we all are talking about the sets that we really want to get our hands on. And there's other people going, yeah, I've got to buy it on the second-hand market if somebody can get it in, but we now can't use Bricklink. I've got to use Brickowl and basically pay twice the amount of money. I'm like, yeah, that deflated me a little bit, to be honest. All right, the last one to click on is Walt, and then we will go and have a bit of a deep dive for another sort of 15 minutes on whatever set it is you guys and girls want to take a look at. So, like I said, just a short and sweet live stream, probably 45 minutes or so, unless something exciting happens with different T's and C's and all that kind of stuff. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So, yeah, I was all in for the sushi yesterday. Now not too sure. I'm now not too sure if I am going to. I don't think I am, actually. I'm actually on the fence now, gone the other way of going, no, I am going to use my money wisely for other bits and pieces, because that £250, for example, could be used for other things much further down the line. It was what, February, March, April, May, June, July, August is when that'll be. And that'll be right around the time a lot of the sets are going to be in sales on the discontinued stuff. So that's my thought process, and I'm going to have to stick with it at the moment. But yes, there is multiple pricing for these, as we can see. So it starts off with the Walt robot of $34.99. Then we come up into the Antique Collection at $99.99, and then we have got the Chemist at $179, and then it goes up to the Sushi, stunning, at $250, and then it is $319 for the boat. So remember, the Antique Collection has got the updated Ninjago minifigures at the bottom. The Sushi restaurant is available in 4 different configurations. So you've got the L shape, you've got this shape, you've got the long street, and you've got the book nook design. The boat has had a full updated crew, and you've also got the 3 different flags and 2 different names on the back. The Chemist has had a full figure redo with other parts usage from when it was done in last time. And Walt, to be honest, is the only one that I don't know anything about and how much has actually changed. So I think that might have been very, very similar to the original design. Yeah, I know. I was thinking I'm all in. I was thinking I'm all in, but no, it's sort of yeah. It's also put me off a little bit being in that other person's live stream earlier on and making myself look like a right fool. I'm like, oh, it just doesn't sit well with me, to be fair. That this is now a case for the 35 countries as well, but it is what it is. It's not. It's the Bricklink banner isn't ran by the Lego Group as such. It's associated. We know how it all is. We're not going to go into a deep dive with that, but no, it doesn't sit well with me that this is the first series that 35 countries in the world can't get their hands on. So, but at the same time, I would love to build it and show off all the detail and see if it's worth, try and help people see if it is worth trying to track those sets at the same time. But I've got the space for it. I've made space for it. I think this is absolutely stunning. But no, it's just with how they do the billing. The billings, if the billing was today, it would be fine. But the fact that billing's in 6 months, and I always think, oh, I don't like that. I'd rather just be charged now. And I said this to Jay originally. I was like, take my money now, and it's paid for. Because in 6 months' time, bearing in mind I'm self-employed as well, if I get ill, like it's happened before, and I can't work, then it's tough. So yeah. Not to bore people with it, but it is what it is. So yeah, I was really excited up until about an hour and a half ago. And when I was just sat in a labour, I was like, oh. But yeah, make the most of make the most of those emojis, Reese, because you have got you still got the same as yesterday. I might change one a week. I might just chop and change. Yeah, I might just chop and change those about. I don't know what one to change. I don't know what to change it to. So Reese, as you were technically the 3rd channel member, because I think it went to you after Jay, and then of course you were gifted by Willy Wonka fanatic himself. So Ryan, thank again to Ryan. What emoji symbol would you like to take a look? What emoji symbol would you like? So if you are in for this, because let's be honest, this thing is absolutely breathtaking. absolutely breathtaking. We took a deep look into this. It has got the koi bit just at the front on the other side, should I say. So that's on this side. So you've got all of the lovely detail coming across. I do like all the cats and everything that's going across at the bottom. You then have got obviously the little shop where it comes into. I do like the little cart that's on that bit. And then, of course, you've got all the Easter eggs with the koi and all those other little bits and pieces. It is going to be an absolutely wonderful build. And then as we pan through and across, I think it does look, it's just going to be such a detailed thing. It almost looks like it's the same as the Winter Chalet with regards to all of the smaller bits, just adding tons and tons of detail. And then they've just used the much larger elements there, look, where they need to. It's almost like it's a perfect combination of small and large bits, because I think that is just going to look incredible as a square. And I did see some short videos on this yesterday. It is there or thereabouts all right with a modular as well. So yeah, so no, I'm not thinking of a literally complete sort of switcheroo on the Bricklink program at the moment with regards to the other stuff. I can't make fit. This is the only one that I'd make work. I haven't bought anything from the actual Bricklink series since I did the double with the Art of Chocolate and the Harbour Master. Both of those are insane. Then I backtracked, obviously, the Winter Chalet, but everything else that's come out, because it's not a winter set, I've not had the eye for. I backtracked, obviously, the Mountain Fortress. But no, I was all in on this, all in. I mean, I'm even looking at the display now going, am I going to make the right thing? Because it would actually work really well close to the old town as well. It's just about that sort of scale. But yeah, it is what it is. So, but again, depending on how they do these things, I have got a couple of days to think about it, because it's first come, first serve up to 30,000. But as we now know, if one set's not selling very well, they'll put it into the other one. But I have got absolutely no intention. I've got nothing with me. I've got nothing to purchase this with me now. I haven't got cards or anything. So if this goes live and it sells out in the first 10 minutes while I'm live, it is what it is. So with regards to this, it's 45.3 centimeters or 17.8 inches. So again, with the track, it's great. The roof height, it was up against some of the other modulars I saw. It does work very, very well. So Lego King, good afternoon to you. Ultra Bricks, hello. Shibo, hello. How are we all? Reese says, I understand why you feel like that, but no, yeah, I know. But still, it's just, how many live streams have I done of this bloody Bricklink thing and not putting two and two together? What an absolute muppet. Right, so that it looks like, with regards to in the chat, it's the two in the middle. Is anybody hoping for the antique? Because of course, beautiful parts usage on these. The designs on these are amazing, and you can see how they varied completely from Series 6. Because Series 6, I was all in for this, and then I couldn't justify it, so I left it. So it's not the first time I've done this, because I was thinking that would make a real nice nature walk and all that kind of stuff. Luckily, I didn't go for it, because with the displays that we've been doing, obviously I haven't got space for it. So it's just a good thing. Series 5, again, it's a completely different thing, because you've got all these more building-based stuff on this. That was the last time we saw the Mushroom Village, the Thieves of Tortuga, and all of that kind of stuff. Now, the other interesting thing I'm trying to think of is that some of these designers we haven't seen the names of in Series 10. So does that mean they are from the countries that have been blocked? And that's why the Series 10 is also something completely, but that'd be a different discussion for a different day. So yeah, that's obviously the next series. You can see with this, you've got the big university, hot air balloon. So these are sort of more lots of buildings with an odd vehicle, whereas this Series 7, complete mix. So this is the first time I think we've had a boat, a robot, a sushi restaurant, and then you've got sort of a more traditional type Bricklink thing that's been coming in. You could have a Western or pirate or a medieval, which is always nice. And then you've got the antique collection as well. So yeah, 5 beautiful looking things. So And we have only got 8 minutes to go until this goes live. Let's have a look at this. Shibo, what is it you're looking for on this one? Are you hoping to get anything on this? Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed, because of course it helps. With regards to the poll, we are 8 votes in. 25% of you say no, 75% of you say yes. So Ultra Rick says, I cancel my Zelda order. We'll still get the giveaway purchase. So yeah, just wait until there's something better available. Yeah, that makes sense. So because you did you try and do that on double points? Is that the did you get the Zelda on double points? I'm trying to think if that's when you did it. So yeah, but it's easy enough. It's easy enough to cancel, isn't it? And then you can just redo it on double points so they get a better giveaway. So it's not a problem at all. But yeah, you've got this is very good value, I think, with regards to what it's going to, from a design perspective of how much it's going to add to people's displays. And after what we were talking about yesterday, I think it will work very nicely with the Dungeons and Dragons castle. So there's 2 ways to look at this for Series 7. It's going to be, because the units are only limited to 2, and they are going to be doing up to 30,000 of each, you would imagine it should be a little bit easier to get hold of now because there's less countries involved. The flip side is people will put these on Brick Owl and sell them to the countries that can't get them. So yeah, if you I don't know if you have to be quick. That's what I'm really intrigued about. It's like, how are they going to do it? Is the famous bar going to come back where we can just watch the sets suddenly go up really quickly? Because they will have to put the bar underneath for the first 3,000, so we know that they get put into production. Now, there's never been a set that's failed to be put into production. They have all managed and hit that target. So what should change, and again, it changes because it's not been a set pattern for the last couple of recent Bricklink designer programs, is obviously where it says view details, it hit buy now. You click buy now, it adds to your cart, you go through the checkout on the Lego website, and you do get points on these sets as well, and the points will be added to your account in 6 months' time when they take the payment. But what should have to happen first is there should be a little bar. Now, there used to be a bar for 10,000, and then there was a bar until it literally sold out, because you remember it was green, amber, then it was red. So I just wonder now if they're going to have the bar for 3,000, see how quickly it gets to 3,000, there'll be a tick, and then jobs are good. And then you know, because I don't think any of these are going to fail to hit the minimum mark to go into production, because there's such a variety of sets and such a variety of prices. I think all of these will smash through. And I think, if I remember rightly, every other one of these did make it in, if I'm correct. Shibo is getting, I do believe, a sushi restaurant. And Reese says my Ninjago 15th anniversary stand is on its way. Ooh, what one? The base from the Old Town? Is that what you've got in for, Reese? Very, very, very nice. Very nice. So are you guys and girls literally going to click and go, or are you going to wait and contemplate? It should be okay, Lego King. Going by how they did it last time, you should just have a week. You should have a week. So if, say, for example, and we'll use this as an example because these two are side by side, if this suddenly starts selling tons and tons of units, which it's going to, and if this one's selling slowly, they will allocate the unit allowance from Walt and put it into the sushi. So even though it's 30 and 30, it might end up being 50 and 10, because they have to. We know why they have to allocate a certain amount of units, because they say that they're going to have it turned around within the 6-month period. However, the number of sets that you have been able to purchase recently, of course, has gone up, because it was 10 and supposedly this is now 30. So I'm saying 30 because it's what everybody's been telling me, but I haven't actually read. There it is. So it's the 30 is pre-order. You have to have 3,000. A limited production of each set will be manufactured on a one-time production run. So it doesn't actually say, because they have left this in there to cover themselves or sell out. So that was there last time. And we thought, right, this bar that's going to go. And the big change was the... oh, good grief. The set that Sean's just making. The sort of the big black castle thing. Why can't I remember what that is? That's terrifying. What was that, series 4, 5. This thing, the Adventures of Transylvania. That I think they sold out. We thought they would have sold out in the first hour because it hit like 20,000 units in 60 minutes, but it never sold out. It's just that we never knew how many it was. So yeah, it's gonna be only a little bit of fun, see what it is. But again, no matter what happens, and no matter what happens, if for whatever reason, and they're going to, one of these sets don't make it into production, it's a credit to every single designer to get through this process and get it to here. So you have all done an absolutely phenomenal job. There we go, you two. Yeah, see, I'm sat here dribbling. It's gorgeous, that castle. Absolutely stunning. And of course, Sean's making it, isn't he? He managed to backtrack it, and he's currently building that up. So yeah, it's an absolute stunning thing. Right, the countdown is on. And I know I sound like a broken record. You have got 3 minutes to let me know if there's anything that you want to take a quick look at. And we'll basically see what happens in 3 minutes' time. And that's all I can do, because we used to know how it worked, and they've changed it. They changed it again, and they've changed it again. So yeah, it's all good, sexy fun. So with regards to the likes on the video, guys, thank you very much, because it makes a big difference. Poll-wise, 9 votes in, 67 to 33, yes to no. So we will see what happens in 2.5 minutes. And of course, if you are watching this on the replay, I did say it at the start, let me know in the comments what it is you actually get yourself. And if you are in the live chat now, when this video goes live, write in the comments as well what it is you actually got, because YouTube love that kind of thing. I don't know why, they just love it. Jake, how are we? Nothing exciting in Series 7? I'm waiting to... So yeah, we were just quickly looking at those, because we were saying that Series 7 is a complete mix of stuff on this one. So yeah, it depends where you get it from, Lego Kings. I think it's about 350-ish. I think Sean got his much lower than 350. So you can pick them up. You can still pick them up probably for around the 3 mark. I think 325, something like that. I've seen a couple on Bricklink, etc. Retired on website. Been thinking about it for a while now, but going to get the sushi first, said Reese. Nothing exciting for Series 7. I'm waiting to get the hot air balloon. It's a nice looking balloon. I like the cloud underneath that as well. So you were saying that this is not that there's I'm not using the correct terminology, but this is a very untraditional series for Series 7, because you haven't just got a load of buildings with something smaller as a display piece that will go into a city. You've got a small display piece that will go onto a shelf, with Walt being the robot. You know that these two are going to sell massively well. The Walt, I think a lot of people do like, going by what I've heard about it, but I don't know many people that I don't know much about this one, sorry. And these two, I think this will be used amazingly for part usage, and I think this one's going to sell like hotcakes as well. But because there's only one thing for people, everybody's just going to focus on that one. Whereas sometimes, as we know, there's 3 sets that a lot of people like, because all are very, very similar theming. Well, you only end up getting 1 or 2 of them. Whereas this time, you could have everybody just jumping in for all 5 of those sets. So we are slowly getting to 30 seconds. So you've either got to panic and run around like the house is on fire, or you can be absolutely fine for 5 days. Is it going to be a 48-hour thing, 72? You just don't know, do we? So we've got just over 10 seconds. Right. What is going to happen? We are, if I hit this now, we should be good. We should be good. Oh, is it going to load? Is it going to load? Every single human being is on this website at the exact same time. I've got the Ring of Death at the moment. Ring of Death. Are we in? Yes, we're in. There we go. Right, 7 days, 3 hours is what you've got. So you've got a week this time. So it does say pre-ordering ends on the 23rd of February, 2026, or once all sets sell out. Pre-order on the Lego website. There is no bar underneath these whatsoever. So let me know. So I'll just do it. I'll just tease myself. Pre-order. So this is how it works. So You'll be redirected to the lego.com to place your pre-orders. Log in with your Lego ID or check out as a guest. There's a limit of 2 per household per project. So you can order 10 sets, basically, but 2 of each. That's how it works. Orders will earn your points. You can use your insider points for a discount as well. So if you've got points on in your actual Lego account, of course, you can put the points on them. The Bricklink Design Program orders do not qualify for a Lego gift with purchase. Bricklink orders do not qualify for Lego Shop Insiders Reward redemptions. So you can use your points, get points, and that is that. So if you just click through, I've clicked through onto the next thing. They've got a new giveaway on the website as well. So the new giveaway is the duck that we'll be taking a look at later on. Oh. Where's mine gone? Try that again. It says add to bag. Add it to bag. It's just on a slow-go, is it? It's just on a slow-go. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, so then it just adds in pre-order, and you can see it's going to be shipped by the 7th of the 1st. As you can see the price, it's £249.99. You will get £12 back in points. So that's how that works. So that's it. Simple as that. You guys and girls get your orders in. Let me know how it is you're getting on with all of those. But it does look like it's 7 days. There's no bar. Remember, it's 3,000, and then it will go through. By the looks of it, you should be good, because in previous times they've done a lot longer countdown, and they were selling out very, very, very quickly. So you got a week. And they did clarify that what they wanted to do was give everybody enough opportunity to get it, so they didn't miss out, and there would be enough units, because they understand that people are obviously at work. Like I should be. I shouldn't be here right now. There's no way I've got the opportunity to do what I've just done for this live stream and literally just hit buy it now and be done with it. So anybody managed to check out? Has anybody managed to check out? If you have, congratulations. So I will just go back over these photos again slowly so you can see what it is that you're doing and getting. But no, I'm sure that these will be flying in. I'm sure that these will be flying in and out. So as you guys and girls are doing that, I'm just going to look at what is on the Lego website that's new. Yeah, just wait. It did that with me. Just wait. It just took a minute or so, and then it added it. It just took ages. So mine's in my shopping cart. But it does actually seem to be that the GB Lego website's not working. So obviously there's so many people trying to do it. For the Lego, I've got the Ring of Death. So I've got the Ring of Death on the UK website at the moment, because there'll be so many people trying to check out. So it's crashed the UK website. And this is the problem that people had before. This is the problem that people had before, and it just doesn't want to work. So mine is in the basket, but I now can't get into my basket. So if I actually wanted it, I can't do anything with it anyway. So it's not actually working. So you can see why people get so angry with this. So yeah, I'm in my bag, and I've got the Ring of Death on here. So I don't know if it's worth just opening up I don't know, Shibo, if you can open up a second tab and see what happens or not. So there it is. So mine's in there now. So just for the sake of Shibo, can I add? I'll remove it. So I'll remove that. Look, so mine's been removed. So it's no longer in my basket. It's going. I've deleted it. So it's no longer in there. Can I, and how can I add in this, for example? How quickly can I get this added? So pre-order on the Lego website. Yes, very much. Continue to lego.com. All right, it's just loading, spinning round. So it just takes. It looks like it's just taking a minute or two, Shibo. Looks like it's just taking a minute or two. So you should be okay. You should be okay to do your bits and pieces. Keep us up to date with how you're getting on. Obviously, let me just get this screen back up and on. So the website has mine gone in, right? So there we go. Sorry, an unexpected error has occurred. Please try again later. I tell you what, I would be fuming. Oh, apparently I've actually just been signed out of my own Lego account as well. So they've just decided to so make sure you're signed in, Shibo, because they've now unsigned me for the first ever time. I'm now not actually logged in to the Lego website, which isn't exactly helpful, is it? So maybe that's the case. Maybe there's a problem. There's got to be a problem on the Lego website. The Bricklink designer program side of it seems to be okay, but the Lego website seems to have just gone doolally. So this is highly entertaining. I'm glad I'm not in a rush. I can imagine there would be. Oh, so that's a new one for me then. That's a brand new one for me. So Shibo's the same. No, the Lego website signed me off. I'm trying to re-sign by name. Yeah, I'm just glad I'm not panicking. Glad I'm not panicking. So it's now loaded. You can see what it's doing. I'm just letting it do its thing in front. So it's slowly trying to catch up. I've never known it sign everything out because it's so slow. I've now got to sign back in, I do believe, to that. So I wonder if I can do it this way. So in case you guys and girls are wondering what the hell you've got to do. So pre-order this, continue to the lego.com. What's it going to do? So I am on this. Is it going to give me an error, or is it just going to ask me to sign in? So we're literally just going to watch a Ring of Death and just let us know what it actually says. So we will see what it does. This is highly, so it's crashed for everybody. So basically, they've had months. It wasn't even this bad for Insiders Weekend, Black Friday. There you go. So yeah, nothing. It's the whole thing. So if anybody's lurking in the background and you're wondering what is going on, it seems to be that there's a problem going from Bricklink itself, from here, look, to the actual Lego website. So in the background, I'm going to sign back in and then see what is occurring. But because I haven't signed in to this website for years, I can't actually remember anything. But I've also got the Ring of Death on the sign-in tab. So what does this say? Looks like what? Looks like, there we go. That's what we like. This will be the screenshot. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this picture for my screen grab later. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Something's gone wrong. Of course it has. It always does. Let's see. Let's see how well. Oh, been redirected now. All right, been redirected. Okay. And I'm signed back in. So it's I didn't do anything. It's now just signed me back in. So you can see now my name's back up at the top. So I'll try the same thing. So I'll close because all I did was click on the thing. It's automatically reset itself. So right, I'm just on this one. Continue to the Lego website on here.com. Yeah, we go. That's all right then. So we're touching tips as we're going through. That's fine. So one for all, an all for one. If this is your first experience on the Bricklink Designer program, welcome. For me, it looks like it's gone through this time because I've re-signed back in, and it's a set that I've got no intention of. So I now need to take it back off again, and it's gone. But I've still got the ring. So I've got Well, we talk about length and girth on this channel a lot, but now I'm just talking about a ring piece because that is all we've seen for the last 10 minutes of just, nope, there we go. So it's still not putting it into the basket, even though I've signed in. So let me go to the basket because even though it says there's nothing there, it did it the first time because I must have done it early. It did it the first time. I can imagine there it is. So it's there, guys. So it is there. So even though it's saying nothing in your basket, click the basket and it might be there. Give that a go. See how that works for everybody. So I'll redo it again because I do not want this set at all. So I get that back out so somebody else can enjoy that one. Let's share this tab. Let's just do it. Let's just try it with a different set. I'll try the big boat this time. So let's try the big boat. Same principle. So nothing's changed on that. Pre-order. We get the message. Let's shut that down. So that's gone. So that's gone. That's gone. Continue to the Lego website and we're just following. We'll just see what it does. And I'll shout it out for everybody because I know you're all panicking trying to get this done. So I'll let you know what message it comes up with. And then if I click my basket again after it says there's nothing in it and it says 0 and it pops in, just do the same thing. And then you should be living the dream and you should be absolutely fine. Tell you what, I've never been so entertained about a website not working like this before. I can imagine how stressful it is. Could you imagine if this was just 10,000 units and they would have gone by now? Some of those units would have gone in the first 11 minutes. Hopefully, Reece, you're doing good. Right, so it's done the same thing for me, Lamar. Don't look because you're trying to do it. So at the moment, I've just clicked the Lego. I've just clicked it from Bricklink to the right, and it looks like it's crashed. I've got nothing in my basket. If I click the nothing and it goes in, last time the other set was there. So is it going to load? Yes, it is. There you go. It's added. So just do that. There you go. That's how you got to do it. And now it's not letting Reece check out. Well, I'm not going to try and check out because I'm not going that far. So I can only hold your bits and pieces all the way through, a bit like an elephant in a long line, head and tail. I can hold on, but that's as much as I can do. So I'll just keep doing it for people that are just jumping in and wondering what, why, and how. And I'll just keep testing it with the other sets for people. Then I'll stop doing it, because I don't need to do it anymore. So back to the sushi restaurant. Pre-order on the Lego website. We'll follow it all the way through. You're not on anything, are you? That's my face. Brilliant. We'll try that again. Right. So Bricklink Design Pro to that. So you click on the sushi, continue to the Lego website. It's still ring of death, and it says nothing. But if you click on the basket, you should be good. If you click on the basket, you should be good. So just wait and see what happens. I should have on the poll put a yes, no, if it lets me, is what I probably should have done for that. Right, so done the same thing, guys and girls. And again, last time I'm going to do it. It's clearly... Actually, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait and see if it automatically updates, or it's just it updates because I click the 0. Yes, there you go. Look, it just does it it's just on a go slow. So it is just doing it by itself. So just don't get off that tab. If you just leave it be, don't get off the tab. That's what it's doing. So I'm going to have to do that again because it's the first time I've done it that way. So back to add the sushi, go to lego.com. Thank you very much indeed. Share the tab, and then we'll just watch it one more time. And if it does the same thing, then that's how you've just got to be patient with it. You've just got to be patient with it. So how is Lego King today? How are you? Because Lego King's not getting anything, so he's nice and chilled and just having a look-see. But my whole point of ending this stream in 45 minutes, just to have a recap. I can see what the conversation is going to be later on this evening. How was your Bricklink Designer Program experience? So yeah, I'll just leave it. We'll be done within a minute, and then we'll see what it does, and then I'll carry on looking at the Lego website, have a look at the new duck family, and I'll just keep my eye on the chat with all the bits and pieces that are going on. Ultrabricks has officially got the first order in the bag. That's how long it takes for it to go in the cart as well. That's how long it takes. So that's now, for me, that is ready to order if I need it. So I can check out. You can obviously do... I didn't think you could do pay with 3 on the on this. It wouldn't work, would it, with the pay in 3? I didn't think you could. Because it's such a big pre-order, I didn't think the PayPal would work on a pay in 3. I didn't think the PayPal would allow it. Who knew? Right, so we've got a first one ordered for Ultra Bricks. What is this? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So if you did the pay in 3, it would take you to November. if the paying 3 is even eligible for that. So I didn't think it was. I didn't think 3 was eligible on that one. Right, get that out. Any updates on this? That needs to go away. All right. No, so that's just counting down. I'm assuming they're all. There's no bar at all letting you know. So it must. They just must. They must be convinced that it's gonna start happening. Right. So this create a duck for those people that aren't here for the Bricklink Design Program stuff. The create a duck. Everybody in the chat, just keep us up to date with how you're getting on, and we'll be on for like another 15-20 minutes to make sure. So I now can't. I now can't even click on the giveaway. I've just clicked on the family ducks. What? Well, it's life, isn't it? We rely on technology too much, and we take it for granted of just how technical these things are. To be fair, so when you've got tens of thousands of people using the website at the same time, I could imagine the servers are about to explode. So let's go through it a different way. So they've updated it for Mother's Day. So Valentine's Day's gone. Mother Day has returned. Shop all new sets. So Old Bricks, what is it? What's confirmed for you then? What have you actually pulled the trigger on? Reese is also all in. So Reese has finally done it. Ultra Bricks has finally done it. How do you do it? Did you just pay outright, or did you try the pay in 3 option? Because I didn't know you could do the pay in 3 option on that. I knew the pay in 3 option was there, obviously, because that's how it's much easier to get the larger sets. I didn't think it would work. Didn't think it would work. Handy to know, though. Yes. Let me know. I can't. I want to look at this giveaway. It's not allowing me to do it. Duck family. No. All right, well. 40885. There it is. So it is working. So they value this at $17.99 for parts usage. So it's an expensive giveaway. So you got to spend £90, and it's until the 24th, which I do believe 24th. Was it 24th Pokemon Day, or have I got that mixed up? Is it 27th for Pokemon? Sushi, and we're 3 orders in. Congratulations to you guys. Well done. Congratulations on that. When is the what's that? That's the 2024 Pokemon. When are these coming out? Is it 27th? So this will finish on the 24th for the ducks, and then it does look like we're going to get the new giveaway purchase coming out after. Oh, recently recently added 4. I tell you what, that would have been a golden toilet and golden paper moment for you, wouldn't it? With a proper bit of splash black. So there we go. So you guys happy then? Are you happy that you've managed to come back in and get all those bits and pieces? I have got the website up and running in the background. Nothing with those bits and pieces. So it's just all on there. So yeah, I have to wait and see what happens with regards to those different bits and pieces. But this is the duck. So it's a pretty cool looking thing, actually. This possibly would have just been nice as a little gift to somebody, especially for $17.99. Yeah, $17.99. You could have bought that for somebody as a birthday present. Yeah, Reese, it was a definite biohazard moment for you. It insists to give me 2 sets, having a hard time to change it to 1. Shibo can't change it. Well, hang on. What was it doing for me then? So pre-order lego.com sushi restaurant. Lego.com. Follow it over. Is it adding? It's not adding 2 in for me. Can you not just type it in? Can you not? Can you just not delete it and redo it? Because that works really quickly now. You saw how fast they managed to do that. It's the same price. It's the right price. It's all good. Yeah, I've got pay later for. So I can do it in installments of 83.33 if required. So yeah. Yeah. Maybe you just have to reset it all, Shibo. Maybe you just have to reset it because it's because what I'm doing is I'm removing it, obviously. So as you can see, I'm removing it out. So if you just remove everything, so it says you don't have any. So this is how I'm doing. I've removed it. You don't have anything in your shopping bag. I close the tab down completely. You'll see my face. Then you've now got my face, obviously. We'll then go into the Bricklink Designer program. This looks like. Click continue to lego.com, follow it, tab, wait, and it's added. That's it. So that's how it's that's the easiest way to do it, Shibo. So yeah, just empty everything out your basket, close the tab down, keep the Bricklink Designer program tab open, and then just tuck in and have a nice time. Hopefully. If that doesn't work, then again, I'm too far away from the other side of the world to actually help. So Reese has got 2. Shibo is hoping Shibo might only be able to get 2. Ultra Bricks has the 1. Lego King is you got time, Lego King, with this countdown, haven't you? Because with the countdown being what it is, you're right. You got another 7 days, so that's not too bad. Yay! Shibo is good. I tried multiple times for my cart works, and I tried to give me 2. Went to 1, then it spun a while. Checking out also took forever each step. Well, you got it. Happy days. There we go. So as long as Sharon has, well, yeah. I think the trick was to do. We figured out eventually delete everything and then just start straight through. So I've now got nothing in the cart whatsoever. Super quick again. Sushi restaurant. Click on that. Add it to the cart. Yeah, I am on the right thing. Pre-order, lego.com. Following that straight over. This is obviously this is the pace it's working at now. Don't have anything. Upload is in there, and there's 1. So there we go. That's the way to do it, because you just got. If you're struggling, guys and girls, and it's stuck for whatever reason on 2, delete it out. Close the tab. You got my face, and then just keep the other tab open, obviously, because what I've just done, it's got that tab open. You will then, what I was on originally, there it is. Click it, continue to lego.com, it over, and it just wait, add, done, add it to bag, simple. That's how that will work. So, yeah. Keep going. So Sharon's done it. Shibo's done it that way. Nearly had a heart attack, says Reese, when I saw the £600 in the basket. Oh, the squeaky bum time. Well, at least you paid attention to it. I wonder how many people that's caught out, because you could just ring up and go ballistic and be like, well, why has he got 2 in there? That shouldn't be the case. But no, well done, Sharon. You got it sorted, which is good. Anybody else in the background managed to get anything? Is it all working for people now? And also, Sharon, what is it you picked up? What did you go for? That's the question. What did you go for from the Bricklink Design program? So, Bear Matrix, got my hands on the sushi restaurant and a Walt. Congratulations. And that's a good combination, that. And obviously, all done, all sorted out. Happy days, living the dream, so you don't have to worry. So that's on its. That's going to be, obviously, as we know, it takes a prepayment. It will take the full amount for 3 to 5 working days. You get refunded. And then 6 months down the line, you then get billed. So that's something you need to take into consideration. But yeah, there's some nice sets. Yeah, there are some nice sets on here. But yeah, the shop's nice, Walt's nice. Really do like the sushi. And then obviously you've got the monstrous boat as well. So we'll see what's about later on. Because obviously we'll go live again at probably 8 o'clock now, I would imagine. Terrible at first, but was able to eventually get the sushi restaurant. Congratulations, UT8 Co. Amazing. There we go. So obviously you're missing out on the incredible giveaway, but it doesn't matter, does it? Because that will happen. But the actual giveaway isn't working, so I've actually got to type it in. So 4088 for the 40885. So now you've just spent all your money. If you do want a duck, you have to spend another £90 on the Lego website for the privilege. So if you want this, you need to spend another 90 quid, and then you'll be living the dream. So yeah, happy days. So there's lots of you getting your sets in now, which is great. Great. So we will be we'll be going live later on, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and more than likely be talking. What I want to do is I want to have a look at the huge sets from Series 10. I want to do like a big set look, like a big set edition, but also see in the chat, obviously, what everybody managed to get from Series 7 and just how much of a pain in the backside it was. Because I would imagine now the traffic should start to calm down, and it should be over. It was just having a bit of a funny 5 minutes where there was thousands of people clicking at the same time. The only thing that's been taken away from this program is seeing how many sets were sold. I enjoyed that. I thought, oh, yep, there's another 500 gone, or there's another 200 gone. Whereas now it's just all like hush behind closed doors. You don't really know the units that's been sold out. So there we go. If there is anything that you want to get of the Bricklink Design program, and you have, for whatever reason, watched all 56 minutes on the replay, you've got 7 days to get your bit of pieces. So yeah, it should be fine, Lego King. Go and buy this. It should be fine, because I don't think anything in the last series sold out either. So if it's this kind of thing with no bar, they're doing it all behind the scenes. So like I said, if it's there or there about 30, what is it? We produced a set in the factory, or it doesn't actually say this time. Pre-ordering ends on February the 23rd, or once it sells out, but it doesn't actually give us how many it is. I did read somewhere I know it's 3,000 pre-order to go into because it's required to be produced is 3,000. There we go. There's a question. We updated the interface to support real-time production system, introducing in Series 5. Models can still sell out. They hit max production limits, but the total number of sets available varies based on the number of orders and production capacity. Since the progress bar updates in real time, it can sometimes cause confusion. No, it was just nice to see. It was just fun. You've just been boring and taking that away. So now people don't know how rare the set is or how quickly it's selling it out. I never actually understood why there was a limit at the start. I do now, obviously. But when I saw it, I was like, I've never known of a crowdfunding project to have a minimum and a maximum. Normally, it's a minimum. Obviously, this is what happens if it doesn't reach, but we now can't see. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. There we go. So when will I be charged? This is another Q&A. Payments are handled differently depending on the payment method you choose. Please read below carefully and decide whether you pay via credit card or PayPal. Note that your payment provider will temporarily hold the amount needed for your pay for your entire order. A payment authorization, which is a temporary hold on funds that lasts for several days, up to 1 month. I didn't think it was that long, but it could be, depending on your issuer. Credit card. If you pay via credit card, please note with the expiry date, anticipation shipping that can avoid having update your credit card information or riskers having issues with charging you when it's time to ship to order. You'll only be charged when the project is crowdfunded, receives at least 3,000 pre-orders, and once a set is shipped to you. PayPal. We cannot change the shipping address on PayPal orders. If you place an order with an incorrect shipping address, you will need to contact customer support, change your payment method to credit card only, then the customer service will be able to update the shipping address on your behalf. Alternatively, you can cancel a PayPal order with the incorrect shipping address if you no longer want it. We cannot add items to your order or increase the quantity of items with PayPal, as a payment method that this would cause original authorization to increase. You want to increase the quantity of an item, you need to call customer services, change the payment method to a credit card, and you'll be able to increase the order quantity if available. If your PayPal method is declined, customer service can try and reauthorize the PayPal payment. If it fails a second time, we can offer an update payment method to a credit card or a debit card. There we go. There we go. So, or if buts and maybes, if you were trying to do that kind of thing, but it looks like it's all ticking over now. It all looks like it's absolutely fine. Like I said before, I think this is going to be a lot easier to get your hands on these things because of the or 35 countries now not being able to get their hands on these sets. So it should be a little bit easier. Good morning, John. How are we? So yeah, so I think it should be plain sailing for everybody. It's gone live. You've got 7 days to get all your bits and pieces. Plenty of you have already got it already. The website now seems to be working okay after the mishmash of nightmare for people for it. So last time, click on that. How fast is it working? Yeah, absolutely no problem. There's no problem now. Obviously, I'm not checking anything out, but it's going in there absolutely fine. And remember, you do get points added. You do get points added to it. So I know it was a little bit stressful for people to start with, but it looks like everybody is happy and living the dream. Yeah, you got a week now, Lego King, by the looks of it, so you're fine. You're absolutely fine. John, good morning to you. This was just a very spontaneous live stream that should have finished 15 minutes ago, but nobody could actually put their payment through because it completely crashed. So all those people that are trying to order things, it didn't work, and now it's working. So it does look then for future, because obviously we'll be going over this later on, but for future, it should be exactly the same method for these 5 sets, for the really nice castles and all the other little bits and pieces. And there's people saying that they wanted the hot air balloon and that kind of 8. Series 9, which has already been finalized as well, of course, are these, which do look very, very nice. So again, you've got those 5 to pick from. Series 10, which you only have a couple more days to get your votes in, finishes on the 20th and we're already the 16th. So it does look like the bar's gone. They're keeping it hush, basically, with how they're doing it on the actual website. But it's there or there about 30,000 units allocated per thing, which would make 150,000 units, but it will be divided over all 5. So John didn't have any problem. I didn't have any problem. So me and John didn't get anything. Shibo's good now. Shibo's got his. Lego King might be getting theirs tomorrow. Pontiac has got the sushi restaurant, which is great. Bear Matrix has also got the sushi restaurant and the Walt. And again, congratulations to Sharon. Didn't see what Sharon got, but tried multiple times and done it. So that's great. Reese, all in with the nuclear toilet paper, and Ultra Bricks has got the chemist. So you got a week, John. You got a week for this, for Series 7. So it works just like checking it out, and you just go through the Lego website, you get your points and that kind of thing. It holds the payment on your card for a week. It says a week to a month, but normally I thought it was just about a week. And then they charge you in 6 months. That's how it works. So that is how this works. Right, guys, that's it. Done. Simple as that. That was literally just a quick, is it going to work or is it not? With 19 votes in, 20%, 26% of you are a no, 74% of you are a yes. Anybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. And then what I will be doing is I'll be going live later on. So we will do, I don't know whether to just actually have some late lunch, because I got in literally straight from work and did this, or just wait a little bit. So I'll probably go on later. We'll probably kick things off again at 7:30, go over all the sets that you guys and girls ordered and have a look at the big sets for Series 10, because there's not many more days for those votes and things to go in. So it's not like we don't want to speak to you, John. You just came in right at the end of the stream. That's all. So, yeah, let us know if you, of course, you ordered anything else in the meantime. If you're watching this on the replay, in the comments on the video, let me know what it is that you ordered. But yeah, give us a couple of hours and we will just be doing another thing. So this was just a spontaneous one. I've now got to get the Colosseum out of a shed and see how damaged it is. That's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. So, guys, take care. Congratulations on everybody that's got all their bits and pieces. Some amazing designs in Series 7. So I will catch up with you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.